Welcome to Soapdish. It's been quite some time since Terry and I have talked. Hi, Terry.
Hi, Mark. Gosh, I've missed you.
Yeah, you too. I haven't seen you in person or on video for what? It's been, I looked at the date. I think it's been 3-4 weeks, maybe 4.
Yeah, I think it has been. Well, we're so busy. Jet setting and all that kind of stuff, right?
Making appearances, throughout the country.
Right, yeah.
To sign autographs, etc.
Yeah, exactly.
It happens.
So tired.
I know. It's just a rough schedule. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get into it. We got a lot to cover.
All right, yeah, we do.
All right. So, since you and I last talked, Terry, Thomas has been on the apology tour.
That's really
trying to
good,
beg
yes.
forgiveness from everybody that he pissed off and or hurt.
Yes.
On his last round of indiscretions, I would call them.
Yeah, indiscretions, definitely. And
nice word.
Yeah, very good word. But, the one that I got the biggest kick out of it was Brooke. And she seemed to be accepting of it. And
yeah.
I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah,
I think that's
agree.
That's gonna play a role in some things.
Does he seem? I don't think he is, but does he seem more sincere to you when he, in his apologies to people?
Yes, I thought he did too. I thought he seemed more sincere. He looked it, but
is it believable? I don't know.
Well, and then there's that whole thing with Paris.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like her. They got to get rid of her.
I almost sent you an article that when I was doing some research about a week ago, in how when you Google a subject, bold and beautiful, young and restless, whatever.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you get these little blurb videos that are all out there, and one of them was best looking. It was something like this: best looking female on soap operas, and it was her. I almost sent that to you.
Wow. Okay. Well.
Hey, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yes, it is. And we'll just leave it at that. I don't like her personality on the show.
I know. I'm with you.
She's a snot.
I think it's so true of actors. And, well, it is probably people, too, when you really sit down and think about it. But with actors, you kind of immediately kind of warm up to their personality, or you don't. Mm-hmm. I mean,
I have not warmed up to her personality.
Me either.
The actress, I don't know. But that, oof. No, thank you.
Part of it is, though, I mean, warming up to the personality of the actor or actress, part of it is their acting ability, though,
Yes. Well, yeah, it's like Zende.
Zende's another example of that, yeah.
He's just there. Yeah. I know. Sorry.
No, it's true. Yeah. So next, let's talk about Thomas. Okay. Thomas thinks he can show up because when we last talked, Steffi had gotten at least temporary custody of Douglas. Mm-hmm. So Thomas thinks now this is great because I can just show up at Steffi's whenever I want. Mm-hmm. Which she laid down the law pretty damn fast that this isn't going to happen.
Yes, she did. That was impressive. She got on that, and. What I find interesting with these is, so then pretty soon, suddenly, like you mentioned, Taylor has this heart-to-heart with Steffi and Thomas and the family thing, and then all of a sudden, they're super pals, and you're like, okay. And it sounds like to them, all these months have gone by when it's been, 2 weeks? I think.
You and I have talked a lot about that time on
weird.
soap opera is very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, next, you just brought up that fact about the Taylor had the heart-to-heart with Steffi and Thomas. I bring it up now because after that, Thomas wears Steffi down to bring him back to Forrester Creations and the Hope for the Future line. Mm-hmm. So she goes for it.
She was really Steffi, I thought the scene talking to Steffi and Hope, I thought that Hope was put in a terrible position. I mean, I thought she was just really, God, what's the word? Anyway, my brain is scrambled. She was blindsided by that you have to get Thomas back or your line is over. And right. I thought that was really unfair. I thought that, wow, that was mean. Mm-hmm. But, side note.
She can be mean, that's for sure.
Yes, true.
Yeah. All right, so Thomas next convinces Hope to change her mind and allow him to be the lead designer on Hope for the Future. Now, the problem with that is Hope is already has gone back and forth with her on her word with Liam that she would not bring Thomas back. So now she's got to go home and explain that she is going to. And he's pissed off and hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it didn't go well.
No, but I thought she did a really good job of explaining it to him. And to be honest, I don't think that conversation, the first conversation that they had, went as happy as Liam made it sound. She was not happy. She, I think, would have taken him back right then and there. But because Liam was so adamant about it,
yeah,
she broke down. But she did not want to.
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah, so him saying, well, you made the decision. Well, actually, no, she did that for you. Not because she really wanted to. Do you see what I mean?
I agree. And I even kind of had to recall the conversation because I was kind of thinking that she actually wasn't real clear that she was absolutely not going to bring him back. Just the words she chose.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what I thought too. Yep.
Yeah. All right, so let's get to the really juicy storyline.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Bill intones to Liam that if Sheila dares to betray him, things won't end well for her. This is the first we've seen of Dollar Bill showing some emotion.
Yeah.
Either good or bad against Sheila, really.
Yes. Yes. And that was interesting because I thought, well, this just totally, yesterday blew my mind. I thought, whoa.
I know.
Yeah. I was glad to see that he said something like that because that would be Bill. But exactly. I didn't see what was coming.
Right. Right. Even with that, you certainly couldn't have saw what ends up coming. All right, so it appears that Deacon and Sheila have continued chemistry, and they both really fear Dollar Bill at this point.
Yeah.
If he finds out, did you like my word, Terry, that they are rallying with each other?
Is that what the kids call it?
That's what this old man called it today.
Yeah,
I was trying to keep it PG, Terry.
Holy man. I got to say, those scenes are hot.
They are.
Yes. And it's so funny to watch the contrast between her and Bill. And it's gotten even more, like, awkward.
Right.
It was never hot to begin with, but
or
no.
hot, yeah.
Yeah, but now it's even worse. And then you see it with Deacon, and Deacon's like, are you kidding? He is an idiot. But whatever, because he's going to lose. No. He's going to lose hope. Well, he's going to lose everything. But maybe. Maybe not.
Maybe. Okay. All right. So Dollar Bill and Sheila continue together in the last couple days here. We're building up to the big story. Although things are getting weirder and weirder with Bill and and Sheila. And Bill keeps asking Sheila what is going on with her mood and her distraction. Yeah. So yesterday, Dollar Bill was with Sheila, and he tells her that she should unburden herself, which now I know why he said this.
Yes.
By telling him the worst things that she has done. He said, I have killed people too.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. I was like, what the hell? You know?
Yes.
So Bill gets a power outage about this time. They're at his house. And now I think that was a signal.
Yes.
For him to get out of there.
That makes sense. Yeah. Wow.
At the time, I didn't think really anything of it, but now backing up after we see what happens, I was like, okay, that was a signal. They were sending him to get out of there.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So then he leaves
Undercover
Sheila.
stuff.
So Bill leaves Sheila. He tells her he's got to go meet a very important client who's flown in from Europe.
Which there was a portion there that was weird because he's saying he's going to take her away somewhere or they should go out to dinner or something, and then suddenly no, he's actually got a client to see, and that was a little bit odd. But I thought the whole scene with him saying unburden yourself, and it was like, is he trying to be some kind of guru or some Svengali guy? What is going on? And then when the end came, it was like, oh, wow.
Yeah. All right. So after that power outage we were talking about, he ends up leaving, as we said. Sheila right away gets on the phone with Deacon, and they continue to kind of fret over Bill's acting weird and suspicious. Sheila tells Deacon something weird is going on.
And then Bill walks into that.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll hit that. Here's the highlight, Terry.
Yeah.
The big reveal. So it turns out that Dollar Bill has, I'm like, what the hell's going on? That Bill's got card access to an FBI office. We learn he walks into the surveillance room, and there's an FBI agent sitting there, and Ridge. I'm like, Ridge? What the hell? And there's a whole screen of surveillance video going on Dollar Bill's house. And
oh my God.
Wow. That was quite a scene.
So cool. I loved that because we had that would have never entered my mind. So good job, writers. Good job.
Terry and Mark are usually pretty good with our predictions, but
yes,
I couldn't have predicted how that was going to end in a million years.
No.
Although now when you look back at all, but of course that's good writing because now when you look back, it all makes sense because you and I have talked about this. Why is Bill, he shows no emotion. What the hell's going on? Yeah. So of course he was taking a beating from his sons and, several people about why the hell are you with Sheila? And now now backing up, of course, it all makes sense. But really, I agree with you. Kudos to the writers. That was one of the best endings I've seen, and surprising endings I've seen for quite a few years on that show.
Definitely. And they did it where we've got 2 days of no bold. That was
bold.
Is it basketball?
Yeah, NCAA men's basketball today and tomorrow. And I'm like, I was sitting there, Terry, waiting for my show to start. And I'm like, oh, no.
Darn it. I rushed home.
I know. Yeah, so Terry ends up rushing home because there's bad roads and she wants to see her pole and beautiful.
Yes.
And
that's so funny. I know. Crazy. But
all
wow.
Right, so that's quite a story. And like you said, it'll be a long weekend to wait for Monday for that show. But
I don't think
it's going to be good.
Yeah.
You're not going to sleep?
No.
Not
I'm
well.
gonna be Oh yeah, it's an emotional thing. So
I'm curious. We'll see how it goes. All right.
yeah.
Predictions, Terry.
Oh boy, yes, but they're not about what's going on right now. Except that I'm thinking, when did Bill and Ridge become besties?
No shit.
I mean, so kind of like Brooke and Taylor. So that's kind of a whole interesting thing. But if you'll recall, there were moments just yesterday, I think it was, where Taylor mentioned something about Douglas and how he carries the weight of Thomas and trying to fix adult problems. Mm-hmm. And I think Douglas is going to work to get Hope and Thomas together, and that golden child is not going to be so golden. He's gonna be deceitful. That's my prediction.
I think that's
I think Liam is going to
excellent.
get bit. Yeah, thank you. Yes,
That's really good because they really can't go back to the well with the same storyline of Thomas. They've done that 3, 4, 5 times.
Yeah, and it's old.
It's old, so that would be a really interesting twist in a way. And he's seen enough devious behavior that it certainly is not out of the realm, like you said, for him to fall into that trap.
No, and he is half Thomas. So.
Right. Yeah, that's good. That's a good one, Terry. I can see it.
Thank you. How about you?
All right. I'm going to say I've kind of done a little research. They haven't come right out and said it, but I'm going to predict it anyway, and that is that Liam and Hope are going to this Thomas situation is going to continue to divide those two, and they're going to end up separated, and I might even say divorced. In the end.
Yeah. And I think Douglas will play a role in that.
Yeah, I think your prediction certainly could. Yep. Absolutely could play into that.
Yeah.
Just by him working the angles there, because there's going to be enough stress between those two as it is. So.
Oh yes. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So I'm trying to think of the angles here, just as a quick conversation and/or prediction.
Yes.
But so Ridge would be involved in this surveillance thing because of Steffi.
Yes. And yes.
And the history. I mean, there's a lot of history with Sheila. Dollar Bill, why? And then I'm going to back up to the whole judge thing where he bribed the judge and did all that. Do we think I think that must going to come out that was all orchestrated. That he didn't actually pay off the judge, that was part of the FBI investigation.
It might be, because if you'll recall, that is the same judge that Ridge used for a couple of different things to get around some stuff.
That's
so maybe, that's good. I like that.
Because if you think about, well, how is Dollar Bill going to really convince Sheila that that he cares about her, that they're an item? Well, if he's willing to go to the well and pay off a judge and pull all those strings to get her out, it's kind of the perfect setup, really.
It really is.
I'm just not sure why they wouldn't have just gone ahead and tried to convict her on the original charges. The only thing would be, and I thought about this today too, when Dollar Bill made the comment about "I've killed people too." In other words, they were trying to get her to confess. I'm thinking to past murders.
Yes, absolutely, because she has killed others.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe what they're trying to do is get her just life, period.
Right. Get her on a couple of good murder convictions and she'll be in prison for the rest of her life.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, going a little step further, I think Deacon is going to try and save Sheila. Hope will be devastated. And I think Sheila's going to get away.
sudsy.
I think so. She's just too dang good of a character.
She is.
To completely sever from the Bold and Beautiful. She's just, I don't know.
I agree. I haven't seen, you and I don't really see the ratings, but I would venture to guess that since Sheila returned, I don't know, a year ago, whatever it was, I bet their ratings show that exactly what you're saying, and that they need to keep her on as a character.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They can dip into that Terry, well again.
That doesn't mean they can't kill her off, because how many of these people have come back to life? I mean,
I know. Taylor, I think, has come back twice at least.
I was trying to think of who she was pushing over that deck. Remember when she was recollecting when Dollar Bill was talking to her about, I've murdered 2 people or whatever also. Yeah. And then she was racking her brain here, and she remembered the one where she pushed the guy off the ledge.
Yes.
That looks like Jack Abbott.
Yes.
I wonder if that's a crossover.
The Young and the Rest. Yes. I think that's a crossover. Definitely.
I mean, she used to be on The Young and Restless years ago. Yes. So that's very possible.
Oh,
but Jack's still alive. Here's my point. So Jack's he's still alive and well on The Young and the Restless.
Oh, that's interesting.
I'm looking at him down on the cement down there after she pushes him, and he's like splat. And so she kind of looks over, and I'm like, well, how the hell did they get him to come back to life?
It's like a Taylor thing. I don't know.
Yeah, only on soap operas.
Yep, that's for sure. Oh,
all right.
Man.
That's all I got, Terry. I got a headache over all this.
Me too. I think I need a glass of wine.
Me too.
Okay.
All right, Terry. Until we dish again.
Keep it sudsy.
And we are out.